where she's been going.
Get the fuck out of here.
Her body's gonna be on point. Very soon.
Yeah, she has been going.
Those body by chosen niggas do not play.
True.
Body by chosen.
Every shorty I've seen that does that comes out at least 30% better.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. She's actually putting in work.
Yeah, well, shout out Chromas for putting in work in her belly and having the corset.
Shout out for being a bad bitch, too.
Just say faja.
The faja. I feel like I just said a racial slur and you're just tricking me into cancellation here.
It sounds like the Spanish word for faggot.
No,
Faja.
it's faja.
No,
faja.
No, but
it sounds like an insult.
But we're replacing that word with fiat.
Fiat?
That's...
Don't ask questions, but if you want to not be canceled and just like in person, just call someone a fiat.
I'm not gonna call anyone anything. Like when I use the word faggot, it's between me and my friends.
No, fiat is derogatory. It's just a new. So it's pretty much saying it's a finest thing. Like you like.
It is racist for who? Like what race?
Yeah. It's honestly just a made up new term to replace a word that was taken away. Just the internet, the culture. No. It's on podcast. It was
some white guy made it for sure. It's racism. So.
It was a cryptocurrency thing. It was like they didn't. It was like they call people that like aren't invested at all in the crypto like fiat because they're only a fiat users. So it was like your fiat, and then like comedians like picked it up to replace that F word. Like I'm just gonna start calling people fiat. Fiats.
Fiat's so a good game of car.
Yeah. And there's the car thing that makes it even like that extra layer of it.
Fiat drivers.
So shout out, don't use the word he said, call them a fiat if you really want to be derogatory to
actually just use whatever words you want to. Why are you being held bound captive by what words
call people niggers.
Yeah, I was gonna say shout out to the
No, I'm not saying
I love vinegar.
I'm not saying like go call a black person a nigger or call a gay person a fag. I'm saying if you want to use that word like in your house, like not harming anyone, like go for it. You shouldn't feel guilty about like words you say in your house.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel guilty.
Nigga jokes with his family in his crib, bro.
Yeah. Me?
Of course you do.
No, my family's not like
your wife
that.
From Asia.
Don't lie.
Okay, dog. If you really knew me, you know my specialty of prejudice was always at the Muslims. Since my oldest sister was a Muslim convert in serious Islam. And
I always think it's funny.
So like, I would be the kind of guy. I'm not saying there's no black jokes going on in my house. It's like pork jokes going against my sister and making her feel shitty.
I think of your sister now.
Shout out Muslims, I love y'all now, but I was a piece of shit towards
what the fuck
Muslim
is that
jokes.
guy's name? The guy in fucking Shameless. The convenience store owner. He has a white Muslim wife, and he's like fucking dudes on the low.
The convenience? Oh, I actually don't know him.
I'm only in the first season, actually, and the beginning of the second season of Shameless.
That would be something like an Islamic guy would do. For just sure. Like being a
this guy had another Islamic
if you were
guy
actually gay
in a burqa.
Oh,
hiding from his
I know
wife.
what you're talking about.
So smash him in the freezer. I was like, this level of gayness is incredible.
What
is Ian, bro?
Yeah. We're talking about Ian's out here piping grown men and shit. He's not even taking pipe. You look at him like some little redheaded twerp, and he's just piping everyone. I'm like, what the fuck's going on?
No, but in all honesty, black jokes were never that thing in my household. The only time I really heard black jokes was the schoolyard and Northern Ontario. You accidentally pull up in the wrong gas station.
The schoolyard was very common. I remember that vividly.
And people are getting racist. That's how they say it. Like if you go like outside like the GTA or if you go in like Northern Ontario, they always call them colored or something. It's like you don't hear the term like back in the day. I didn't hear people call like black. They just say black people.
I don't go through that experience because when I'm in those areas, those people don't talk to me. Kevin.
That's what I mean.
They talk to you, so you know what they say about black people. Like,
but that's what I mean.
They do whatever little business they can with me and keep it moving.
But just in the difference of like everyday conversation, like here. We would say just call black people, or brown people, brown people. That's just like, and like you don't even second guess it.
Over there they say,
but it's like, it's like
the color.
You hear instead of black, it's like colored, and you can just like, there's something to that doesn't feel right there.
I know the kind of person you are.
Yeah,
it's Northern Ontario. What do you expect? Once you pass that Durham line to Muskoka,
great fishing.
You know what time it is.
Great fishing up there.
I mean, isn't there in every racist? Please.
So would you be down? Take free land and move to like the Yukon? A bunch of black people. If the government gave you free land, you still wouldn't take it. Like what they did back in the day.
Yukon?
Because they're trying to put people up there.
Town. Why would I move somewhere in the middle of nowhere?
They're trying to populate up there.
It's easier for white people to kill me out there. I'm not doing that.
Way easier.
I'm not going to some random small town where I just go missing.
The ratio of whites to Inuit is probably better off in your favor. Unless the
Inuits don't like us either.
I was going to say that's the only factor. Unless they hate you.
Nobody likes us. They want to be us. They don't want to like us, though.
Nobody does.
Yeah. Inuit niggas.
Nobody. Oh, a lot of people love y'all. That's why y'all lead the culture.
No. They love the culture.
Yeah,
they love the coolness about it.
Yeah. They're like fucking us, but like they don't want to like really love us.
But speaking of racism, we gotta stop the anti-Asian hate. People, the white guy he shot up a massage parlor.
Stop the cap.
Which I want to say, with this guy shooting up the massage parlor, I'm pretty sure he shot up one Latina too. Shout out to the Latinas.
He shot a brown guy too.
Was it a brown guy?
The brown guy in a fucking turban I saw as one of the victims.
But
we're talking about stop Asian hate.
No.
Which Asians?
But when I heard that story, the first thing I thought, I was like, incel. Because it was massage parlors. And I was like, it's rub and tug parlors.
Not at all. It's not
so
like
that's what went through my mind first.
Bro, it's America. Bible fucking thumpers. Like, there's serious Christians.
He was a customer there, though.
Oh.
And he was ashamed of it. So
that
that might go with the Bible thumper thing. Because maybe he was so ashamed that he kept going to this place. On top with a layer of racism, maybe too. He's like, he's ashamed. He's going to this place.
Honestly, I got a quick look at the victims. Like, I didn't see any, like, I don't want to disrespect the dad, but like some baddies that you're going to get a hand job for $60 from. Like, they all look like older Asian ladies, like someone's mom.
Which is why he was even more ashamed of himself.
I feel like that might have been the shame.
No, but the guy probably was definitely mentally ill, that's for sure.
No, we're not going to use that one.
Oh, yeah?
We're not throwing that one up.
Oh, yeah?
No,
anytime white guys do something wrong, he's mentally ill. He had a bad day.
I said racist and incel
white
first.
scumbag, bro.
No, I'm saying all these people that do
Just
it.
a white scumbag. Sorry, you guys don't think there are any white ones.
No, I never said they're not
And he's a
scumbags.
fucking
They're terrorists.
terrorist, too.
Yeah, they're for sure terrorists. But they're all mentally ill to be like mass murdering people. Like the guy that shot up the grocery store yesterday in Colorado. Like, you got to be a mentally ill human being overall.
Did you see the footage?
Regardless of every race. He's probably white, I'm assuming.
Did you see the footage of like the bodies like laying out the streets?
Yeah, I saw that.
He was putting in work, dog.
Yeah.
He's getting busy.
And I love how the top comment when I see that is like,
how many did he get?
For sure, a false flag.
10! He got 10 and a cop.
Yeah, I mean,
he was putting in work.
Yeah, so
and he didn't die on scene.
You know, I always know if I'll ever be a mass shooter fan,
but
I'm dropping at least 30 bodies.
Are you sick? At least a 30-piece. I'm going to the mall on Boxing Day and letting loose.
You have the element of surprise. In fact, I'm knocking down 15 before people even realize what's happening.
Yes.
But do you think any people, regardless of
numbers
race,
are too low.
Any people that do any form of terrorist
those are rookie
attack,
numbers. You gotta pump those numbers.
Yeah, I'm gonna pump those numbers up.
Do you think any terrorist attack, whether domestic or not, do you think there's always a layer of mental illness and there's
no?
Do you think it's like very
mental
motivated?
Is it always like they just believe in some shit? Like, you know what I mean? Like this guy believed that Asians should die. Like the fucking van driver to believe women should die. Like people have a reason.
But I think this guy was a woman one
wrong.
too. I think this guy was like a hate and incel vibe. I think it was a crossover. It was
could have been both. But
no, I think it was a hate
always
crime
mental
for
illness.
sure.
That's just what he believes in.
Well,
when you give him the mental illness scapegoat,
but did you see the picture? Did you see the picture? The guy had this long ass weird goatee.
I don't look at these fucking guys.
I see this guy's long ass goatee. I'm like, you have to be mentally ill to be walking around with this
goatee like that.
Yeah, overall.
Kevin, you have a weird haircut.
I'm mentally ill.
Nobody says.
Angelina, nobody's saying I'm not mentally ill.
You can easily look like a fucking shooter. You're just a white guy.
People have told me I look like a school shooter before.
You do.
See, right then again.
You do.
It happened to me.
But you're not mentally
ill. It's a shooter in general.
But that's what I'm saying. If you added a real serious mental illness on top of me, who knows?
But that's the problem. Is people like you and look at you yourself. You're also white, saying like, "Oh my god, mentally." No, you're fucking entitled in your own fucking race. That's what it is. It's called entitlement, white supremacists. That's what it is. And especially in a country like America, when it was just recently led by one of the biggest bigots in the fucking world, who let them believe that this type of shit
Trump?
is okay. Yeah.
Trump is a bigot.
What do you let everybody believe that it's okay to do this type of things? It's America.
Shut it,
America.
So you think what about the grocery store one? You think that guy? What do you think a motive would be for something like that? Or do you think he just wanted to kill?
I think he wanted to kill.
He just like...
Unless you know for sure this.
But is that not a mental illness in itself? Like even to be a... Okay.
Killing is the normal part of being a human being. Everything on the planet kills.
Everything on the planet kills.
Everything does. We just have a society where we say it's wrong. Killing is normal.
So what about like an Islamic terrorist? Like for say a 9/11.
They're killing in the name of their God.
If 9/11 was actually, according to the official story, hijacked by these people, the hijackers, do you think those people were mentally ill, or do you think they just believed in a cause?
Any of these people are mentally ill. The only ones that could be mentally ill are the niggas that are like serial killers. People that will like kidnap you and like eat you and
wear your face.
Yeah, that type of shit. Like
that
they are mentally ill.
What about pedophiles? Are pedophiles mentally ill? Would you consider?
No, we're not doing that because they have to die.
But are they mentally ill?
I'm a mentally.
Do you have to be mentally ill to be turned on by a child?
I think they're just losers. I think when you don't develop
like what is mental illness
to like chase or talk to women or the case BB, and you're just a
mentally ill,
you try to fuck kids.
You shouldn't die. You should get.
No. We're not saying you shouldn't die for being mentally ill.
No, but
we're just saying what is mentally ill.
Because if you're a pedophile and you claim mentally ill, you can go to a hospital instead of going on fucking death row. That's why I say I don't like to use the whole mentally ill thing.
That's what I'm confused about.
It makes you escape jail when you deserve to fucking be there.
And shout out, I don't want to justify any of these killings saying people were just mentally ill. I just want to say that I just want to
devil's advocate.
No,
aka Caucasian advocate.
Also, yeah, that's my role in the show to play that. But I also want to know what level of overall mental illness plays a role in mass shootings. Like, is overall, like in U.S., is unhappiness at such a level overall in the population that the constant mass killings is a side effect of overall mental illness?
Mental illness to me is like killing your family. Like that's where you go, like the mental illness angle. Like you're just such a broken person that you would kill your own blood. And especially when like not over money. You just woke up one day, you're like, let me kill my family. Those people, mentally ill. But like just going to like a store and shit and just like slapping all bare people, I think you just had enough. Most people say the same things. Like they're sick of society, they don't like how things are. It's not really a matter of mental illness. They just live outside the box. They don't like how things are set up, so they want to do something to change that. That's all it is. So I don't think of them as mentally ill. I just think of them as knowing what they want and choosing to do something evil. Not that their brain is broken or they weren't raised right. They just were raised a certain way and had a perspective on how they were raised and what was going on around them. That doesn't mean you're mentally ill. This means you're just a fucked up guy.
Yo, but even on like the fact that both these shooters, the Boulder one and the other guy, came out alive as white guys, like how does like these guys are on mass killing sprees? Like as a cop, how do you just not shoot this person on sight? How do they arrest them?
This is why black people are cheesed, bro. Like these guys will go out here and slap out 30 fucking people, whether they're white, brown, whatever race they are, and then get in the back of the cruiser with a bulletproof vest on and get a fucking Happy Meal.
Yeah,
and a black guy can't even reach for his fucking wallet during a traffic stop.
The white guy.
Where is your rationality of fear? What's the leveling? How do you do it here?
The white guy will run out of ammo before it gets shot.
Yes.
Pretty much.
He usually don't check himself. If he does get killed, he kills himself.
Yeah,
usually.
it's his last bullet thing.
The fucking, what was the guy there?
No,
the fucking,
don't do it. It's not.
Pulse nightclub? Didn't he shoot himself or did the cops get him?
I don't know.
What?
He put it
Which
work.
one was that?
Was
that the Orlando one?
The gay nightclub in
So
Orlando.
that one was a targeted hate crime towards gays.
Yeah.
But he was also
50-piece chicken nugget, bro. He was putting in work.
But he was also an attendee of said club, so there might have been similar to like this other guy, like someone that's kind of self-hate.
He's so gay. Just sprays and everything.
He's probably
and he's gay.
He was probably a self-hating gay, and I bet you like
busting cheeks on.
So it's not even a hate crime then, fam.
It's a hate against yourself.
Well, it's not a hate crime if you're gay shooting other gays.
Yes. No, because if you hit
but that's like saying that
shot himself.
That's like the massage parlor one saying that that's not a hate crime because then.
But you can say it's a hate crime because he's white and they're yellow. That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't say yellow. We're talking about Asian hate and how you have to
If I'm black, they're yellow. It's not racist.
Majority of the people were Asian. Majority of the targets were Asian. He went to specific places where Asian people were at. That's what it is. That's why I'm saying it's Asian hate.
Yeah.
Not just
it was premeditated.
Stop hating Asians.
I go to massage parlors too, but no one there is Asian. So he chose that one.
Stop hating Asians, but don't stop calling out the Chinese regime for crimes against humanity.
That's the funny thing too about it. Like, you want to put like the Stop Asian Hate on the front page of the news, but not
put the Uyghur Muslims
in China. Like,
put them on the front page. But like that, but I'm not.
Asian guys got beat up. Like
that being said,
30% of them know karate anyway. You should have learned.
And also that being said,
it's part of your culture. You should have learned how to fight, nigga.
And even on I seen on Six Buzz the other day there was the Afghan man hating on the Pakistani man in
they don't like each other. That's because Pakis are sometimes Muslim and I think Afghanis are fucking Hindu or some shit. No, so they're not necessarily always brethren.
I think it's a territorial tribal thing. They're both different types of Muslim, I think maybe.
There's always some sort
I'm butchering it for sure. We're butchering it.
Yeah, there's always
there's inner brown beef. Like there's like the Sunni and the Shiite Muslims and they argue over who's more Muslim than who. Who can make women feel shittier about themselves and who?
Someone like Sam could probably elaborate way better than we could being from there. Like, we do not know at all. But my brother-in-law's from there, Karachi as well. Karachi, Pakistan. And
I thought that was his name.
My one nephew's half Afghan, my other nephew's half Pakistani.
How'd that work out?
They're gonna unify different baby dads.
They can't do that. That's against the rules.
They can't do
Muslims can have multiple baby daddies. How did that happen?
The one guy died in Lindsay jail.
That makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Got beaten up by the guards.
Yeah, if one guy dies, then you can go do whatever the fuck you want to. I was like, she divorced him? I was like, how did she do this? Like, they didn't behead her?
No.
Really? They didn't stone her in the streets of Agrabah?
It was kind of like a rape baby situation, to be honest.
Your family loves that shit, eh?
Yes.
They don't love it. She was a victim.
It seems that way.
She was a victim.
Was she?
We're on the...
You a victim?
We're always on the poor receiving ends on the one side of the family.
Well, it's both. One side of the family is raping, the other side of the family is the rapees, so...
on one side. No, but
keep these rape kids.
Shout out my nephew. Well, she's a serious religious. Like, she's very into Islam, which is why... I'm not saying
hilarious, though. Like,
I was such a bad brother to her. I was
I love God so much I'm going to keep this
Imagine being a young...
What?
Imagine being a young, entitled white hockey youth from Durham.
I don't want to.
No, but with an older sister who goes serious Islam post 9/11. Think about the tormenting I would do as a child, just because like I don't give a fuck.
You got tormented?
What are we talking about here?
We're talking like a few years after 9/11.
For having a Muslim sister?
Like when nobody was posting stop anti-Asian hate.
Were you targeting your sister because you were being targeted, or was it you just targeting your sister because you're a prick?
You know, I was trolling her because she could have went veggie. I would have trolled her. She was goth before that, and I used to troll her hard for being goth. And then she went through a phase of trying to talk like black. We roasted her for that.
I feel like she's one of those people almost that doesn't know who she is. So
yeah, exactly.
It's just a bunch of phases.
Well, she's also like, I don't want to say mentally ill, but like slower. Definitely like needed an EA
like
in
Luka
school.
Slow?
No, not that slow. Like needed an EA.
I like that we did that. Not that slow.
Now we gotta get
up a little
on.
bit.
We gotta get too on. No, she's not that slow. Like but
it sounds funny every time.
Yeah. No, but
this is the one that gets us canceled.
Nah. But that being said,
speed of retardation.
That's the first time though I encountered actual racism though.
Bitch.
In terms of like against whites, because before it's like people are just
There's
troll.
no racism against whites,
and it wasn't even like that. But this is the first time I really experienced what racism was, kind of. Because like
you experienced discrimination.
No,
you didn't experience racism.
Well, no, yes. Okay,
you can experience racism in India.
I didn't experience it. So my sister, like, I guess wanted to marry the first guy she met. He was Indian. And nicest guy ever. Shout out for us.
And you guys are always nice.
And the parents pretty much like, yeah.
Oh, hello, how are you?
Parents were like, yeah,
nice people.
wouldn't let him marry her, like, decided to take him out of the will because he couldn't marry a white girl, which I found funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But like, not surprising. Like, the Indians always stick to each other. Like,
the way it is.
When I see them mixed racing, I'm like...
But that's the first time in my life, because like we always see that shit in movies, but that was the first time in my life I was actually like, wait, what? People actually think like that still? You know, like
Indians like they're
and like with
they
black
like
guys especially, I noticed there's certain people would be like, yeah, my parents just don't want to bring home a black girl. Like I've heard like a Lebanese person say that, for example. I don't know.
Every race doesn't want anyone bringing home a black person.
No,
we're the least desirable by parents.
I'm gonna be honest.
We're the last person they want to see.
No. We're talking post 9/11. I think my parents would have been way more happier with it if my sister brought home a black guy than the guy she was bringing home. I'm telling you, this guy, like the guy she brought was very.
At that point you're talking about pick your poison.
This guy got killed in jail, for example. Think about how shitty of a guy you got to be.
Like, you know, the Muslims being at that level of
like,
distrust
and look what
as
it
blacks.
took. Like, these motherfuckers had to
fucking kill. They had to fly planes into buildings.
Fly a plane through fucking buildings.
And people are like, we don't trust the Browns.
Just for you guys to be like,
And then, but then I realized...
There's still sad
niggers,
not only
some of you guys.
But...
Trust me, there's still a bunch of motherfuckers.
I think the blacks are worse.
That still hate niggas.
But everyone thinks the blacks are worse. For sure.
No, but it's funny because I remember my sister's like ex, for example. He would call me a kafar, and I don't know what the fuck it means.
It's a non-believer.
But that's like a slur, apparently. Yeah, non-believer. But for example, Trevor Noah was saying in South Africa, like the N-word wasn't really the word. The slur for blacks was kafar.
Yeah, they had it's a different culture. Yeah,
but that's like their N-word there, and I was like. Yeah. And I was tripping. I was like, yo, this guy calls me this shit all the time. But he was obviously insulting me. My sister's like ex now, but my husband at the time. But like he used to like blatantly like say shit like that. But like I was thinking, how much does that shit happen to white people? They don't know what the fuck people are saying. Like they just go on with their day and just have no clue in another language, just talking some shit or any race, for example.
Yeah, imagine how fucking middle-aged white ladies feel in the nail salon. Which are getting cooked every time.
Which is why I'm gonna learn Mandarin and I'm just gonna start doing stand-up in China.
What makes you think that all nail salons have Mandarin speaking?
No,
Chinese
I said I wanted to learn Mandarin so I can go to China and do like stand-up. I'm gonna take over the Chinese market.
Are they allowed to have stand-up there?
I guarantee you there's underground stand-up and shit.
People would die for doing comedy.
I guarantee you China has the most lit underground scene because the government's so heavy. They probably have the most like fucking crazy underground scene.
Fucking
that'd be so shit to get caught.
When Orange went to India, they're like, yo, the parties over there are fucking wild.
Yeah, especially the harder the rules, the harder the parties. Always.
Listen, them niggas be raping girls on buses, bro. I don't want to hear
buddy,
nothing.
could you imagine?
How is the party?
India? You want to talk about protect women?
Yeah.
I meant to ask,
Getting busy over
in
there,
Singapore, are the parties good in Singapore? Because I know you lived down there a bit. I know that's a lot of money there, apparently. So I could see they have like probably some fun stuff thrown through there. Probably
Well,
like
everywhere has good parties and better than like North America.
Yes.
Where's North
shit
America's party hub?
Vegas.
Yeah.
Miami.
During certain times of year during the cold months.
What do you mean certain times? It's hot all year, man.
No.
30 degrees all year.
No.
Yeah, spring break is more jumping,
not even
but
that.
it's always jumping.
My family lives there, and in the middle of summer and hurricane season is not a party time, and people don't want to go there. It's super fucking hot, like brutal. Even step outside, you get storms coming through. It's like the winter season is like way better, more lit. And for tourism. No, but even you got to hit the peak tourism.
They're not on the beaches.
They're in Fort Lauderdale.
That's not even fucking Miami,
asshole. They're south of Miami. They're like 40 minutes.
But it's not Miami, brother.
No.
It's Fort Lauderdale.
But that's
the
what I'm
whole
saying.
Part of Florida. That's
No,
like
but
saying,
I'm saying.
Well, it's not always popping in Orlando. Of course not. Not everyone wants to go to Disneyland all year.
I'm saying if it's summertime, like New York's way more poppin' than probably Miami. New York City. I guarantee you. Summer
out of my face.
Midsummer.
Nobody's going on vacay to New York to turn up.
People do.
People go to sightsee in New York.
I met 50 Cent at a New York party.
And to go buy shit in Pennsylvania because it's cheap.
Vegas is like the all year round.
Yeah.
And what about LA?
Exactly.
They got the Hollywood parties.
Once again, hot places. LA, Vegas, Miami.
It's expensive.
Toronto's sick 1 weekend a year. Caribana weekend. We have our one
They
weekend.
do too many things. It kind of makes me mad.
And Pride weekend will give for the gays. They have a huge. If you're in the LGBT community, that's a big weekend.
They have the whole fucking month, brother. Such as the Pride Parade. They got a month.
Yeah, if you had to suggest someone to come to like Canada, the party spot probably would be Toronto during that time of year. Would be the best party you're gonna find.
Toronto and Vancouver. And Montreal.
Or
like, where are you gonna go? Fucking Calgary?
No, but that being said, like East Coast,
you can party out
East
there.
Coaster partying is fun. It's like a different style. You got some live music, more communal vibes. But it's like when I went to Halifax, I feel like
there's major cities all over Canada, but like yes, it's lit in its own way.
Yeah, it's not its own way. You know what I mean? It's not gonna be the spot. But
when you compare it to Toronto, Montreal, like remember most of the major cities aren't even over 1 million people.
Montreal. When is the peak weekend for Montreal? Or peak time to go to Montreal?
I'm pretty sure it's when everyone graduates high school.
It's an underager thing,
you're like 18 and you're like, I can drink here.
And the people in the States that are 18 can go up there because they can't drink
until
they're 21. Yeah, because they can't drink. They go for 19 in like Ontario because like 19 and 21, right?
I just figured they did what they wanted to because America's just fucked.
Well, there was more like the drinking age 21. That's why
the drinking age is 21, but like
that's why people go to Mexico.
All those things, there's fucking million people drinking there all the time.
It's same with us. That's why Mexico is always like the most lit on spring break because you got the not underagers, but like if you're 18 and you're from Canada or the States, where's the one place you can go and have a fucking amazing spring break?
Yeah, you can get loaded in Cancun probably at like 14 if you want to.
Yeah, even
I
like
don't have a drinking
probably.
limit there or age.
Yeah, I haven't been to Cancun. I gotta go.
I
gotta go to Cancun.
England's like if your parents say it's okay, you can drink.
I've never been to a resort where I'm just drinking like that. I've always wanted to.
No, I've never done that either because I've just like the vacations I've done have either been like with my family or like when I went with my fucking ex. Like we went to like we sight saw really.
Where'd you even go?
Went to fucking went to Paris, went to Rome.
The Europe thing?
Yeah. And we went to, what the fuck is the other place outside of Rome? Went to some other city. Just to go watch a soccer game, which was pretty lit, actually.
Rome, I don't even know. The most extravagant place I've been, not even extravagant, the furthest I've been is embarrassing, kinda, is Bahamas. That's the furthest I've been from Canada.
That's kind of sad, yeah.
And that's just 4 hours south of Florida. Like
I've been on both sides of the country now. I've been to PI and BC.
Yeah, I've been to BC, though.
But I didn't drive to BC.
When I was a kid, I went to BC once, went to East Coast once, or twice. In Canada. But states, furthest I've been is like Pennsylvania and Florida and like New York City.
I've been to Florida, I've been to Alabama, I've been to Ohio, Jersey, Pennsylvania.
I've been to Flint. I've been to Flint.
Indiana. Illinois. I've been all over the states.
I've been to like Flint and shit, places that have OHL teams. So the worst possible US cities. They have Tim Hortons in Flint though.
Have you seen Mexico
Town?
They
have actually nice, regular Tim Hortons in Flint.
Mexico Town in Michigan is an absolute fucking shit show.
The fuck is Mexico
If you
Town?
think Flint is bad, like, it's not even comparable. Like, it's, you know, they always say the thing, like, you know, in the black community, every corner is a liquor store or a strip club. Literally. I went down, like, their main strip, like, would be, like, their Kingston Road, in a sense. every block, liquor store, strip club, liquor store, strip club.
Wow.
I'm just like, is this the only business that's thriving?
Yeah.
Liquor stores and strip clubs?
Well,
like, really?
I do remember
And so many of them.
Yeah.
And the town's not that big. So what? 40% strippers? 60% alcoholics?
Yeah. I remember.
Who's even a fucking Walmart there?
I remember on the road in the OHL, they would have Flint and Saginaw, for example.
Why would Flint be in the OHL? Isn't OHL Ontario teams? Flint's in Michigan.
No, they have Flint, Michigan, and Erie, and then that's just OHL. The Canadian, all those border US
why would
teams.
the border US teams are in the OHL?
Yeah, they always have
CHL.
It always has a few American teams.
I thought the OHL was
like
only
Saginaw
Ontario.
was one, but yeah, for example, just in the OHL, and same with WHL and QMJ probably has a couple American. It's just border towns that logistically it's way cheaper to have a team play against Canadian teams in terms of travel and like buses and shit than wherever the U.S. competition is. And it's for American players to get access to the leagues. You know, you're gonna have more a couple American teams. You have more American players.
America's not that big in hockey, right?
But well, yeah, the NCAA's the main route would be the USA route. But so I remember we go to like there's a road trip. You go Flint, Saginaw, and I remember being in these towns, and it was just so dead. Like there's just nothing. No one driving. No one walking. And we're in the downtown areas, and I'm just like, this is like creepy. Yeah, Chris Sky wearing a mask. I don't like this guy. I hate it. Why the fuck, Chris Sky, do you have that blonde flick in your hair? It doesn't know. Who told you that's a good
Honestly,
look?
like,
bro, I can't take you seriously if you have that flick.
About him doesn't make you take him seriously.
You're a reptilian shapeshifter.
I don't know if he knows that. Like,
he's a reptilian shapeshifter.
You're like wearing like muscle shirts, and you have like tattoos, and you have like a crazy cocaine face, and like
a crazy cocaine face.
It's just like I don't think that you're trustworthy. Like I
he doesn't look
agree with some of the things he says. But
does he got veneers?
I feel like if he believes that so much, he should get someone else to speak for him and get like a puppet. Because I don't think he should be the face of the movement.
Dog, if you didn't have a blonde flick like that in your hair situation going on, a lot more people would be able to. I like the cause you're trying to be the face of, but it's just hard to take.
I agree. I don't believe in lockdowns. I don't believe in masks. But
yeah, it's just the face. I don't know
how do I explain to people that they shouldn't wear masks or believe in the lockdowns if all I can show them is Chris Sky videos?
Yeah,
I don't look fucking credible. I'm not a credible source.
I'd rather
you don't look a credible source
to
either.
be honest, I'd rather the Adamson barbecue guy if we're gonna have a face than him.
Like, he's better.
Him.
He's better. He's better, but not much.
Yeah. Well, at least he looks like a human.
At least an actual polished looking white guy. These all look like white guys that rolled off the back of a fucking truck bed. Yeah. Like the working class white guy. Like you need an actual white guy in a fucking suit.
You don't need a white guy. You need
a white guy
like
in a
Jake Mead. We need like Jake Mead Singh to just come out against lockdowns. But he's never gonna because he probably wants more lockdowns based on his political association.
What do you mean?
But, like,
the right's locking us down right now.
It would be. Well, what do you mean?
Doug Ford's conservative.
Oh
bro.
yeah. Well, it's a effort that would be conservative or liberal either way.
In Canada, it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah,
the lockdown,
really, they would have been locked down either way.
It doesn't matter whether you're left or right. This lockdown.
Well, with the next federal election coming up, the only party in Canada that would actually completely lift it like that would be the People's Party. Like they're the ones that some people would call far right.
You mean the guys that get 2% of the vote?
They just started the party last election. Was the first time ever. It was a guy that left the Conservatives. People that left the Conservatives, but they're like the.
I don't know they're the People's Party, but it's like which people?
Are they
like all people or just?
Yeah, they're like a libertarian party in terms of like they're about the most freedom and small government party. They want to represent that, you know, like the pro.
See, I'm not.
Let's protect Canadian liberties.
I'm not anti-government, bro. I just feel like
it's not anti-government, but it's like.
Well, when you say small government, it's anti-government. If you want the government to be smaller, that's anti-government.
No, it's like government should stay out of like. They shouldn't be ties with CBC.
The government should be involved in more things.
You think? So you think more authoritarian needs?
No, I don't. But I feel like there's certain things the government should stick their fingers into, and certain things where they shouldn't. Like telling us when to wear a mask, like no, but like. Giving us free education? Like, yeah, stick your fingers in that.
Well, no, how about this? How about this? You're going to stick your fingers and monitor every human. Why don't you prevent the odd school shooting here and there? If you're gonna monitor everyone, why not stop this shit?
You still need the fear, right?
Well, this guy purchased all this guns, commented to his buddies goodbye. He's headed towards, like, this and his GPS. Maybe we should alert the authorities that there's a potential... I think it's kind of funny,
like, if you're one of your friends, like, gives you that heads up, like, I'm about to go do this shit, and you're like, okay, bro, and you just see it on the news later, and you're like, holy fuck. I could have stopped this. Am I going to get in trouble for this? Probably, yes.
You know, I'm always worried about... actually, no, not worried.
Well, you have a white friend that might snap one day?
No.
Confide in you right before he does it?
Different train of thought. Because I was watching To Catch a Predator. Remember how we were talking about predator poachers and thing? And then I saw an interview with Chris Hansen.
I would love to see that happening, like in real life. Them like catching some predator and just run up and punch the guy in the fucking head as hard as I can.
Well, apparently, the Chris Hansen interview I was watching, he was explaining he has a new show coming out where they actually talk about, it's the same thing, To Catch a Predator, but different name kind of thing. Yeah. But whatever. But he was talking about this guy in Winnipeg, this, I think Peter Nygaard's his name.
I know that name.
He was a billionaire.
He owns Nygaard.
Yeah.
It's clothing.
Yeah, he's from Winnipeg, but he got caught it was all started over like a land dispute, a neighbor dispute in the Bahamas. Okay. And the guy got like private investigators to investigate the guy just as like a fuck you, trying to like... Yeah. And then they ended up stumbling upon, anyways, this guy was actually fucking bringing in young girls, apparently.
From?
Getting them pregnant.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And forcing them to get abortions so he could inject their cells. He was big into stem cells.
Oh,
to like remain his youth.
So many different directions.
I know Chris Hansen was saying how he tried.
So he's taking them, he's fucking them, he's impregnating them, he's making them abort.
So he get the cells.
Oh, so you always want stem cells? Okay.
And he was a big into stem cells, but he's a billionaire, and he's got these like money.
But it's weird that he gets to keep them.
Trying to regain youth.
Yeah. It's weird that he gets to keep them.
Well, I don't know the situation.
Because normally they just tell you like, hey, we're vacuuming this out, so you get to keep it. It's medical waste.
Chris Hansen says it was like a big operation that took a while, and it was hard to... Because he said he tried to work on Epstein's case back in the day.
This guy's gonna get canceled again, bro.
No. This is like an open like documentary. This is an open documentary that he got... he's in jail in Winnipeg right now.
That first threat on your life wasn't enough for you, eh?
No, yeah, you're right. You're right. But no, back on To Catch a Predator, I was thinking about starting a segment, what do you guys think, to catch a racist? And I set up like white supremacist meetings. And try to,
bro, it would be so easy. You're white.
That's how
you know how many people will get fucking latched? It would be so funny.
Yes, do like a docu-series.
But you have to do it like slick. Like, are you like little posters like, are you sick of the way things are? Tired of these people in your community? Like, come to these meetings. Like, you real slick.
Oh, yo, the racist struck again. She said some shit again just the other day. Like,
who's the racist?
Who? Fucking the racist bitch.
Oh yes.
What'd she say? Explain the story. What'd she say?
She's just a racist fucking bitch then.
She's Winton's friend, let's say. She's an acquaintance. She's a personal acquaintance.
She's an acquaintance that I've seen here and there, and she just is inherently racist.
What did she say this time? Open N-bomb again?
What else does she say? That's her favorite.
So what did she say exactly?
Is it her fucking friend or something that had to had to go to the store to get some shit for her, and she's just like, fucking niggers take forever, and I was just like,
what? And she's just saying this to you, like, what are you supposed to report back?
She's not you. Him. No. I'm like, yes, this is better.
No,
Thank you.
What does she expect you to do? Better. Like, report back to the group chat of all black people and be like, hey, guys.
Hey, we got ourselves a racist one.
Yeah.
Watch out for this one.
Stop taking your time. Like, why is she telling you this? What does she expect out of this?
That's the whole thing.
She's like, I'm racist.
I don't want to hear the story if you're going to use nigger. So just keep the story to yourself.
Just keep the fucking story.
I don't hold the story.
She's got that
for your white friend inside.
She needs that Papa John's treatment. She needs like months to get it out of her vocabulary.
That had me weak.
It took months. It's in 20 months.
Yeah, 20 months to
get it for 20 months.
How much do you say nigger?
As much as that girl, apparently.
Way more. It took me 20 months to stop.
How long do you think it would take her?
I could stop saying fucking almost any and everything at any time. But 20 months?
I have an interview coming up at 3.
Oh, we're wrapping up here anyways.
Yeah. We're done.
Fuck it. That's it. Right here.
That's the end of the fucking pod.
We had to end it anyways. Yeah. Follow me, CringeKev.
At the Jack's veteran.
And don't be an incel. Don't shoot up schools.
Don't be racist.
And only be mildly racist.
Don't be racist.
Be racist, just mildly.
Don't be Asian racist. Don't be black racist. Be racist to whites. They deserve it. But other than that,
You can't be racist to whites.
No, we're gonna be.
Until we get rid of all of you and then we become the actual minority, then we can be racist.
Yeah, then we can be racist.
That's how it works.
Yes.
No.
Racism is a game of numbers.
Yes.
And systemic privileges.
Yes.
Based on history, whites aren't going extinct because all we do is win, 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 no matter what. No, I'm just kidding, guys. It's
It's because you guys will always breed together. There'll always be some whites that will never breed outside of whites.
Never.
So there'll always be white people, for sure.
And you guys love to rape too, so.
Yeah, and you guys love raping and shit.
What time is it anyways?
Past your fucking bedtime.
Alright, easy.